Welcome to BYOB, or the Being Your Own Brand series. I'm Chelsi Stahr, and I'd like to share with you a few of my thoughts this week. Today is November 7th, and a few days ago I got a call from my neighbor Jim. Now, he has been a die-hard player of the lottery ever since I've known him. Every week he goes to the local convenience store, plays the same 6 numbers off a well-worn lottery form, and this has been his ritual for years. At least until last week. See, Jim got fed up and he decided he was throwing his money away. So the first time he didn't play his numbers, 5 of his 6 numbers were drawn. Now, this got me thinking, is success a matter of luck, timing, or perseverance? It reminded me of an old lesson from history class. February 14th, 1876. Alexander Graham Bell's attorney files a patent early in the morning titled Improvement in Telegraphy. His was the 5th patent filed that day. Now, 2 hours later, Elijah Gray's attorney filed a patent titled Transmitting Vocal Sounds Telegraphically. That 2-hour delay cost Elijah Gray a fortune, and Alexander Graham Bell's name was entered into the history books as the inventor of the telephone. In this case, timing was everything. However, if truth be told, neither Bell or Gray were the first to invent the telephone. No, it was a not-so-well-known Italian man by the name of Antonio Meucci who invented the telephone in 1856. But he didn't have the money to file a proper patent, and so no one remembers him. Okay, let's take another example. In 1959, baby boomers accounted for 35% of America's population. People were moving away from the austerity of the pre-war years into a period of economic growth. Young people were finding themselves with a bit of pocket money to spend. In 1954, it was around $10 a week, compared with only $2.50 from 1944. Take that equation and add 4 non-threatening British mop-top kids who used music to reflect what was happening around them. And voila, you have a band that would shape the thoughts and tastes of an entire generation. It's doubtful that the Beatles would have had the same success in any other time or place. But for them, apparently, all you need is luck. Okay, one more quick story. In 1990, a single woman taking a train from Manchester to London got an epiphany for a new story. So she grabbed the first thing she could find to write on and began the first pages of her new novel. A little over 6 years and countless rejections later, she finally got a call from her new publisher saying, yes, he'd love to sponsor her new imaginative story about the young Harry Potter. And the rest is history. It took her 17 years in total to finish the entire series. But those books made J.K. Rowling one of the wealthiest women alive today. Is she lucky? Some would say yes. Did she have great timing? Possibly. What she did have more than most was the willingness to stick to it. How many people out there have the patience to wait over 6 years for their first inkling of success? All of these people have talent, granted, and also a fair bit of luck. But most importantly, they all showed up, put in the work, so when opportunity knocked, they were ready. If Bell would have been complacent and sat on his revolutionary idea, he would have lost his seat on the Infamy Express. John, Paul, George, and Ringo could have just as easily remained a group playing in their mom's living room for their mates. And Harry Potter may have died just as quickly as he was conceived if it wasn't for a determined woman who had the foresight and tenacity to see something great and make it happen. The point? Smart, talented people all over the world have brilliant ideas every day. But only a few have the diligence to put the work in, stay the course, and make success happen. Just a little food for thought. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you'll listen again. I welcome your comments. And thanks for stopping by.